What's going on, guys? Shane here. Today we're going to look at 5 different ways of utilizing fakes and feints. And the best way of understanding what a feint is, it's the first 10% of a move to get your opponent to react in some sort of way. That being said, let's take a look at the first example. Okay, the first way of utilizing our fakes and feints is by faking a punch. So let's demonstrate with the jab. It looks like this. Now, there's more to that punch than just extending my arm from the shoulder down. So if I just do this, no one's going to fall for it. I need to get a little bit of a juke, some body motion, maybe a little bit of a step in there. And what I like doing is keeping my guard high and just punching right above me and doing this. And what I found is you have to commit to your next shot immediately after. One of the best ones is faking a jab and throwing a left hook, because people do this to block the jab and it leaves the right side of their face open. So if I throw a jab and they respect it because I landed a couple times, they're really going to defend against it. So then I use my feint and I commit immediately after. I want your opponent, by the time they realize that it's a feint, they're already getting smoked with the next shot. You can do this with other punches too. It can be a cross. Fake a cross to throw a jab. Fake the cross to throw a cross is one of my favorites back in the day. Okay, so definitely utilize that one. Next up, let's look at kicks. So a right roundhouse kick looks like this. Okay, there's some arm swinging in there. There's a twerking of the hips. There's a step with my foot. So again, the first 10%, I want to do that. So maybe I'll do this. I'll get a little bit of that hip motion, a little bit of a swing, really get them to think that that kick is coming so they react to it, and then light them up with something else. So how do you defend that right kick? Maybe they go for a high check, right? So I landed a couple times, they go for that high check, and then I sweep their leg out. Or I come back to the hands, okay? Next up is footwork. So even with that first jab and with the step in that kick, that's footwork. It may be as simple as just in and out, getting them to throw a shot and see how they react. Okay, every time I step in, they throw a powerful left hook. Okay, cool, so I'll step in, out, come over top with my right. It could be shuffling of the feet, right? When I do this, what do you think's coming? Probably left kick. Maybe I'm doing that in the first round. I'm shuffling, kicking, move around, shuffle, kick. And then once they start to realize that's what I'm doing, then I shuffle, uppercut, cross, step in with my punches, something like that. Okay, the third way now is faking a takedown. TJ Dillashaw is awesome at this one. So he's got great wrestling, people respect it. If they don't, he'll shoot in for a takedown, he'll get them down, and then he'll fake the shot, lowering his level. To sprawl, you have to lower your level and drop your hands. So that's often what happens. So he goes and lands that uppercut. They run right into it. Okay, that's one of the most common ones. So we fake the shot, come right up into the uppercut, and then follow off from there. The last way of utilizing fakes and feints is, I'll say, by playing possum. So you can either pretend to be hurt and move away, or be tired, and as they're stepping into you, boom, you catch them with a shot. Or you can also fiddle, play around with your shorts. A lot of Muay Thai guys do this, right? They'll step back as if they're tired. They got their guard down, people step in, boom, and then you fire off something. So it's when they're least expecting you to attack, again, fakes and feints, that's when you fire off your shot. Alright guys, thanks for watching. So remember, you have to utilize your fakes and feints. It's one of the best ways to manipulate your opponent and create openings. My favorite way of practicing them is dedicating an entire round of shadowboxing using just fakes and feints and defense, never fully committing to a shot. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to get the fight tips before your opponent does. Until then, I'm Shane with Fight Tips for the underdogs.